The toxicology report is wrong, is what her family is saying. Diane Schuler's husband says there is no way she was drunk and high that day. ABC's Andrea Canning has been tracking this for us. She has the latest.
Nearly 2 weeks after Diane Schuler drove the wrong way down this New York State highway, killing herself and 7 others, her husband Daniel came forward for the first time to make one thing clear.
Listen to this. I go to bed every night knowing my heart is clear. She did not drink. She's not an alcoholic. You listen to all that? She is not an alcoholic. Something medically had to happen.
Schuler's attorney, Dominic claims there could be other reasons Diane Schuler became disoriented: a stroke, diabetes, even suggesting the abscess in her mouth and the suspicious bump on her leg were clues of a major medical problem. But doctors we asked say Barbara's theory seems unlikely, and the autopsy, of course, revealed something far less complex.
Diane Schuler had a blood alcohol content of 0.19%.
Police say Schuler not only drank the equivalent of 10 drinks, but was also high on marijuana. The Schuler family can't accept that.
The bottle of vodka that they found?
No, it can't be true.
Didn't exist?
We don't know.
I never saw her drunk since the day I met her.
The family of the 3 men Schuler killed in the accident say they want real answers. Did Schuler's family know she was drinking that day? And could they have stopped her?
There's a strong fragrance of criminality.
Meanwhile, Daniel Schuler now has to live with the reality that his wife killed his daughter.
It's my little girl. It's gone. I don't know what else to say about that.
Still, he says he's not angry with her and maintains they had a loving marriage.
How do you want everyone to remember your wife?
She was a perfect wife, an outstanding mother, hard worker, reliable person, trustworthy. I would marry again tomorrow.
For Good Morning America, Andrea Canning, ABC News, Garden City, New York.
Just a few moments ago, I spoke with Dominic, the attorney for Daniel Schuler, who was at his client's side during that press conference. Also joining us, Barbara's private investigator, Thomas Ruskin, and her sister-in-law, Jay Schuler. Jay, may I start with you? How is Brian, the boy who was in the car? I mean, everybody's very concerned, obviously, about his well-being.
Brian's doing well. He is making a. He's going to be okay, but it's going to take a little time. He has bumps, bruises, a brain injury. Be going for another MRI today. We've tried to explain to him what happened, but at this point, Brian really doesn't want to talk about it, and we're going to, with the help of the Child Life Crisis and the child psychologist, we've been helping every day little by little.
Totally understandable to shield him from all of this. Of course, the rest of us are exposed to it, so let's deal with what is in front of us. Mr. Barbara, the medical examiner's findings of alcohol, marijuana, you're very familiar with these types of toxicology reports. Usually they're fairly accurate. You believe this one is not. Why?
No, I don't say that the report is accurate or not accurate. What I say is that none of this case is logical. This is a woman who leaves a campground at 9 in the morning, absolutely sober, speaks to people. My investigator, Tom, we have video, we have tapes, we have people we spoke to. She had no alcohol in her system. What occurs, they stopped to eat breakfast, I think at McDonald's.
Yes.
We have spoke to people there. We're getting the slips of what was purchased. And then for a trip that should have taken 1 hour, where she finally had the accident, took 4.5 hours. More and more people are coming forward and telling us how bizarre and strange her driving was. Matter of fact, we now have information about one of the phone calls where the child says that her aunt is having problems speaking and seeing, not slurred, but actually having trouble. Something happened. I'm not saying anybody put alcohol in her stomach, you know, something foolish like that, but none of this is logical.
Thomas, the big question here is the vodka bottle.
Let's assume it was in the car. They were known to transport. She was such a person who didn't drink. They would bring the bottle back and forth in case the husband wanted to have a drink at home.
Jay, you're right there. You knew this poor woman as well as anybody. You hear the allegations that are flying around, that there's medical proof that it was alcohol and marijuana, that there was a bottle. Does any of that make sense with the woman that you knew and raised children with?
No. Diane's family, Diane's brothers, Diane's father, this isn't the woman that they know.
This woman drove this every single weekend. This was a 2.5-hour drive from the camp back to her home. It took her 4 hours to end up a place that's an hour and a half from the campsite. What did she do in that time? And we're asking the public to go to your website, to give us a call today if they saw, heard, or know something.
Do you think we'd be doing this if we thought she was an alcoholic?
Absolutely not.
The whole
Absolutely
family
not.
standing up and doing this and getting involved?
Jay, thank you very much for shedding some light on this situation. Thomas, Dominic, good luck to you going forward. I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to help understand this situation.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Obviously, it's very sensitive and very complicated. There's a lot more to know on this, so please, if you want to know more, you can go to our website at abcnews.com.